So before we get into this video, I just wanted to let you all know that YouTube sent me an email the other day and told me that I am now allowed to post YouTube stories. So that will be something I'll be trying to do. This isn't the big announcement that I mentioned in the title of this video, but as some of you know, the ones that follow me on Instagram, I already post some stories on there about what I'm doing on the farm and all that stuff. So if you don't have an Instagram, I'll try to post some YouTube stories for everyone else. But if you do have an Instagram, you'll see more there, and that's always linked in the description for all the computer viewers, anyone on a laptop or Mac or anything like that. But for all the mobile users, you will actually have to search my name, which is just Rinkowski, and search that on Instagram and add me there. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up before we get into the video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can tell, it's a nasty wintry day today. Last couple days were even worse. We did get some snow and ice on, well, 2 days ago now, and it's still here on the ground, so that tells you how cold it is. Today it's actually supposed to get up to 47, so all this stuff should melt. I didn't have to worry about moving the feeders today because the ground's frozen and they're not going to make a mud pit out of frozen ground, so I'm left in the same spot. Sorry about the wind noise as well. I'm sure it's pretty bad. I'll try to protect the mic here from the wind. Anyway, and I also am too lazy to go back to the house and get gloves, so I'm probably getting frostbite. That's my own fault. Yeah, pretty cold. Winter came quick. The day before the snow came, it was 70 degrees, super warm, sunny. Felt like a nice spring day, and then now less than 24 hours later, it turned into snow and ice and nasty weather. But since I knew this nasty weather was coming, if you have calves and you want to keep them warm, make sure they don't get too cold, which, you know, it got down to 14, wind chill was negative something during one of the nights, but just to make sure your calves stay warm, you can give them some feed. If you're feeding calves in the summer, feed them at night, because whenever they're breaking down feed in their gut, it warms them up, and so it's coolest at night. If you feed it to them in the day, they're going to get extra hot during the hot part of the day, and they're not going to be doing as well. So in the summer, feed them in the evening. In the winter, you also feed them in the evening. It's the best time because, like I said, it warms them up. So when it's cold outside, makes them feel a little bit better, makes them feel less cold. Warms them up a tad bit. But calves are all doing well. Haven't had any sickness issues, no respiratory disease, nothing like that. All the calves are looking pretty good. And honestly, I think some of the steers are getting up there in weight. I think some of them are, I think I got 6 or 7 of them that are going to average 800 pounds. I'd like to have 10 because when they split them up at the sales barn, you'll get docked if you have less than 10, but what are you going to do? So some of them are looking pretty good. Feeder prices in my area are still doing really well. Not for heifers. Feeder heifers are way down compared to what they were earlier in the year. So right now I pretty much tried to estimate, you know, how much money I'd be making or losing, or if I'd be breaking even this year. And if I just sell the steers, assuming markets stay roughly the same and they'll bring what I think they'll bring, I think that'll cover all my expenses. If I sell all 20, well, there's 22 steers in here, I think, but 2 of them are my dad's, so I won't count those. But if I sell all 20 steers, if they bring what I think they'll bring, should cover all my expenses, which, well, I won't get into all that. But what I'm doing here is I'm walking down to their pond. It's located down here in the timber, kind of out of the wind, and just as I expected, the pond is frozen over. Obviously it's going to melt here later, but I think it's pretty thin. Oh yeah, they'd break right through. So I don't have to worry about calves falling in the ice or falling in the pond and getting stuck and drowning. Anyway, pond is fine. They can break right through. They got water, no big deal there. And the pasture situation. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they still have plenty of pasture in this field. You know, it's 8 inches tall. Obviously it's fescue and still got some green to it, but I think I'm going to move them off of here. I was going to do it today, but with all this snow drying and the wet ground, this field tends to stay the driest since it's on higher ground. So I'm going to leave them on here one more day, move them on to some fresh pasture which hasn't been touched in a month or 2 months, I guess, and they'll have some more grazing to get through November. But I could have fed hay the other day when all this snow came, but I came out here and checked and all the grass was still dry and they could get to it, wasn't all iced over. But I'm gonna let them clean this field up at least, and they won't be back on this field this year unless it gets pretty wet. Like I said, got something on your nose there. Anyway, as I mentioned in the title of this video, I have some big news for you all, and I wanted to make sure all of you guys saw this before it actually happened, so you guys will be aware of it. So, as you guys know, the channel name is called On the Farm right now, and like I said, for all you original viewers that were here a long time ago, it was, well, before On the Farm. I can't even remember what it was, but it was just some little name I put on there, and it was hard for people to find, hard for people to search and remember, so I changed it to On the Farm. And I was not really happy with On the Farm. I wanted a channel name that, I don't know, it sounded good, came off the tongue easy, and I've basically been thinking of ideas for a long time, and I just never came up with the one I wanted. So anyway, now in the last couple months, I did figure out what I want to do, and nothing's gonna change. It's just I will be changing the name later this week. So when I post the next video, if you have your notifications turned on, which I encourage you to do so, hit the little bell by the subscribe button, and when you get an alert, it won't say On the Farm anymore. The name will be changed. So big news, but I just wanted to let you all know so you won't be surprised by the name change. So I think you guys really like it. Let me know your thoughts whenever it does happen, but I've got some calves attacking grain that's not theirs. Okay. And I know it's been a while since I mentioned the cows here, but as I showed you, there's a couple new cows born. I think there's 4 total. We had 9 cows that hadn't calved yet with the other 80, and so we were hoping they'd still drop a calf just late, and so far we just had 4. I think there's, I don't know, 1 or 2 more that'll calve. I think we got 3 or 4 that aren't bred maybe, but I think that may be it for calving season this year, at least. I can tell she's one of the ones that had a new calf. I don't know if I found that one yet. The other 4 are older, so I'm gonna have to look around for hers. But anyway, I think that's all the new calves that are gonna be born this year. Anyway, I think that wraps up fall calving season for 2019. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are also excited for the new channel name. I'm pretty excited about it. I feel like it's a name I will be happy with. So anyway, as you can tell, looks like winter is here. That means more hay feeding and more chores every day, and that means more stuff to add to videos. So anyway, hope you guys are looking forward to more videos and more things going on here on the farm. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.